Thank you, Mr. Chair. Members, I've had the opportunity to study this bill, and I can tell you that I do have some questions for the bill sponsor. Because when I look at what we have to do as a state, funding our school is the most important thing that we do. And right now, we underfund our schools at a significant amount. We've all heard superintendents tell us about the negative factor. I just read a report that the governor says that we need $370 million just to meet our obligations for schools. And what this bill intends to do is to take away precious resources and funds at the tune of $6.9 million away, giving some of that money to the department CDE so they can manage this program. And they're managing this program like it is a game show. I don't know if we're thinking that it's Jeopardy or Family Feud or Wheel of Fortune. But I can tell you that that's not how we should be looking at funding our schools. Every child deserves to be set up with success. And I've done a little research, and I'm going to ask the bill sponsor this, is that I have not seen anything that says that competition improves student outcomes. I haven't seen any evidence-based statistics that will show if you compete school A with school B that you're going to drive student better outcomes, that you're going to improve overall achievement gaps. More kids are going to graduate. There's no evidence that would suggest that would be the case. To take a chance by using $6.9 million on a competition, and I believe the bill talks about 20 districts. We have 179 districts in the state of Colorado. We want to use $6.9 million as a chance that you could get it. Let's say that's Denver Public Schools, $6.9 million that they would get if they're lucky enough to win the competition. I'm thinking about the students that I represent, and I think we both represent students that attend Aurora Public Schools. And we have some issues as it relates to funding right now. Many schools are falling short when it comes to funding their schools. So whenever you talk about taking funds, $6.9 million, 1% off of the top, to fund a competition, just doesn't sound like that's the kind of evidence-based public policy that we should be implementing for 20% of the district. Now, the bill does talk about making sure it's fair as it relates to our rural schools and our urban schools. But to take away some additional monies just so that CDE can design this program to determine who wins this money, I believe that the concept, I think, is a great idea in reference to what we need to do to stimulate high performance, but where I'm stuck at, Senator, is just the amount of money that this is going to take not only to implement, but the message it might send to the schools that don't get the money. I don't want my kids in Aurora Public Schools to say, okay, my school did not win, so does that mean I don't go to an excellent school? We don't need to have those kinds of labels that we as policymakers are trying to promote as it relates to ensuring the best outcomes for our kids. Education is so very important. It's the most important thing that we can do down here, and we should not be putting them in this game show mentality. The work is too complex. Kids are showing up to school with these uneven skill levels. Some are just new to the country. I have students in my district that have lost parts of their childhood because they're refugees. And for them to be at a point where they have access to be one of these excellent schools based on this competition, it's probably not very likely. So members, I urge you to think about, does competition improve student growth and outcomes? I suggest that it doesn't.
Senator Priola.
Thank you,